You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club, and we got a special guest in the building with us this morning.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Charlamagne the God.
Charlamagne.
Oh, God.
Welcome, Charlamagne.
Nobody cleared this. I have The View this morning. I have the Elvis Duran show. I have the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The Breakfast Club is not on my schedule.
Now, you might know Charlamagne from his hit show, The Breakfast Club.
Right.
You also might know him from his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, or from Uncommon Sense, a show that he has on MTV.
His talk show, right?
And now he's here with us. He has a book out today. It's Charlamagne the God's Black Privilege. Opportunity comes to those who create it.
My first book.
So tell us about this book for people who don't know.
Why black privilege?
Because I feel like it's a privilege to be black. And I feel like when you're talking about black privilege, you're talking about something spiritual. When you're talking about white privilege, you're talking about something systemic. And I feel like we have access to a divine system that helps us to prosper in this country in spite of all the obstacles we have faced.
Do you think you alienate the white people or Asian people or any other body that buys or purchases the book?
No, absolutely not. For two reasons. Number one, I feel like we all have to access our own individual privileges. I feel like everybody has their own individual privileges. And I also feel that, I grew up reading things that didn't pertain to me. That's one of the greatest pieces of advice my mom ever gave me. Read things that don't pertain to you. I used to read Judy Blume and Beverly Cleary, and I didn't know nothing about them little white girls and white boys that was in that book.
I think it's Beverly Cleary, but I used to read all of those books as well.
Yes.
Now you've been fired.
You must increase your butts. Go, Charlamagne. Okay.
You've been fired so many times. What gave you the drive to keep going and not say, you know what, I'm going to quit and go back to South Carolina?
Oh, I did at one point. But FYI, it's in the book. I absolutely did quit. And
it got to a low point. He was living in the projects in Brooklyn.
It wasn't the projects in Brooklyn. I mean, it was my. No, read the book. It wasn't the project. It makes things sound so bad. Like, no. It wasn't
Charlamagne,
that.
can we get a little juicy here, okay? We're just trying to help. And then you had to go back home. You got evicted, actually.
I did get evicted. When I got fired from Philadelphia, I just couldn't afford to live there because it was just my wife's salary, my wife's income. Well, she was my girlfriend at the time. And we had, I think my daughter was like maybe 2 or 3 at the time.
Were you on welfare?
No, we weren't on welfare. I just was too proud to go and get them unemployment checks. I got them when I went to South Carolina, though.
Oh, you went back there?
I was way too proud at first when I got fired from Philly to go collect that unemployment. So we packed up and I went back to live with my mom. Absolutely.
Now, one thing that you do talk about in the book is first moving to New York and kind of feeling like a fish out of water. And how at first when you were on Wendy Williams' show, the listeners really didn't like you.
That is a
which
fact.
is an issue that a lot of people have when they go from city to city and you're not familiar with a place and you're feeling a little displaced. Explain what you felt like you had to do in order to turn that hate into love.
I don't know if all the hate necessarily turned into love, but I had a guy named Ronald Ferguson. He was this old dude that used to live in Columbia, South Carolina. He just told me to always be my true, authentic self. He would say, always just be honest and true to you, and eventually people will grow to respect that.
Now, can you clear up the rumors that you had to have sex to make it to the top?
No, I can't. You're going to have a little sex to make it to the top. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's absolutely, positively not true. At least not in my case. You
made it to the bottom.
Yeah, I was the bottom. Listen, the book is in stores. Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It, okay? But no, I love radio. This is what I do. This is my passion. This is that burning desire that I go to sleep with, that I wake up with. It's something that I can and have and will do for free. So I guess that's why you can do it for 19 years like I have and really not start making money in this business until the past 4. When did you start making money in this business, Envy?
I was always doing mixtapes and doing parties, but from radio,
it was on
about
the side,
4 years
really.
ago.
What about you, Yee?
Yeah, probably about the same time you got. I mean, it depends on what you consider making money.
Yes.
Mine was 4 years ago on radio. Before that, that's what I used to do every party on the planet.
You also do talk about finances in this book, Charlamagne, and making money, and sometimes you don't do things to make money.
Absolutely. People don't recognize opportunity. A lot of these kids don't recognize opportunity unless there's a paycheck attached to it.
Right.
I like me, my first big break was with the Wendy Williams experience, and I worked with her for 1.5 years for free. Like, that was what her husband Kev said to me. He said, we can't pay you, but we can give you a place to stay.
So where'd you stay?
I stayed in a condo they had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Charlamagne, I got to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you discussed a lot of things that happened in your past. You talk about interviewing Cassie and unfortunate time for her. A lot of things had happened that week. Are there any regrets that you have in how you've perhaps done interviews or maybe been a bit harsh?
My only regret two regrets. The Little Mama situation, only because that was set up bad from the beginning. Even though I did tell Angela the day before.
Stop it. Don't blame me.
Yeah.
So you try to blame me.
No, but the Floyd Mayweather audio, that was bad. And the reason I felt like that was bad is because like everybody in this room told me not to play it. Mm-hmm. And I was really doing it for the wrong reasons. Like I just wanted to do it because I knew that it would garner attention. And I never move like that. Come on, be honest, guys. Am I ever malicious? Like, be for real.
If somebody's malicious
here
with
and
you,
there.
all right. If somebody's malicious with you,
Okay, all right.
but other than that, nah, not really.
But in that situation, I was really just like, you know what? Jimmy Kimmel says he wants Mayweather on the show. We got the audio right here. We playing it, and everybody in this room told me not to, and I didn't get in no trouble for it. My spirit just didn't agree with it.
Now let me ask you a question. What made you give up your rap career when your name was Dizzy Van Winkle? What made you say, you know what, rapping is not for me?
Well, I got a principle in my book called F Your Dreams. Anybody that listens to The Breakfast Club or listens to the podcast knows I love to tell people F their dreams. And it's F your dreams when it's not your dream. A lot of times when we're young African Americans and we see people that are successful who look like us, they're usually in entertainment and athletics. So we chase those fields and go towards those fields, but that's not really our dream. We just see it working for somebody else. So for me, I wanted to rap. And then when I got into radio, I saw what Ludacris was doing, and he went from radio to rap, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. But I had a great mentor named Dr. Robert Evans. Salute to Dr. Robert Evans, Rochdale, Queens. Drop on the Clues bombs for him. He told me I suck at rapping. He told me I suck at rapping and I need to focus on radio, and that's exactly what I did.
Well, let's take your calls if you got questions for Charlamagne. 800-585-1051. And you know the Breakfast Club, we do our homework.
And one more thing, too.
What's that?
I just want to say success is subjective. I know it's easy for people to look at us and say, hey, you know, it's easy for y'all to say these things because of the positions that y'all are in. But, yo, it's a dude right now in Charlotte, North Carolina that's making $40,000 a year. He got him a nice little place to stay. He got him a car. His family good, his girl good, his kid good, and he's happy.
That's right.
That's success.
That's all that matters, being happy.
That's why I
Success
say
is
money is subjective. What is making money?
Absolutely.
It's just being happy.
Because if we base success off, you know, if we base happiness off success, guess what? It's always people out here more happy than everybody sitting in this room right now.
Absolutely. Well,
Or
like
in
I
this
said, the
room in
Breakfast
LA.
Club, we do our homework, and we were able to find a Dizzy Van Winkle song.
No, you weren't.
If you don't know who Dizzy Van Winkle is,
Exclusive.
it is
Absolutely weren't.
Charlamagne
No,
the
you weren't.
God.
That's a lie.
And let's
It's a
get the
lie.
song on. It's
a
called,
lie.
and it fits so well.
This is such a lie.
It's
Pink
called
t-shirt?
Pink Tea.
I've heard this.
By the way,
Let's play it.
we don't have to do this. We don't have to
Turn it up.
We don't have to do this.
Turn it up.
In my pink tee,
We don't have
in
to
my
do this.
pink tee, yeah. In my pink
Drop one or
Pink
two
tea.
bombs.
In my
In my
pink
pink
tee,
tea. In my pink tea.
yeah. In my pink tee, what? In my pink tee, huh? In my pink tee, yeah. In my pink tee, what? In my pink tee, huh? In my pink tee. I look fruity in my pink tee, weird in my pink tee. People think that I go both ways in my pink tee. I look sweet in my pink tee, funny in my pink tee.
This is out of
Got
context,
a
by the way. I
purple thong to
just want
go
y'all to know
along
this.
with
This
my
is all out
pink
of
tee. No
context.
drawers
This
with
is a
my
parody
pink
song.
tee. Look lame in my pink tee. Forget a female, I get a man with my pink tee. I look fruity in my pink tee, weird in my
Wait.
Stop it.
No, I need to hear the rest.
By the way, this is all
Forget
out
a
of
girl.
context.
I need a man in my pink tea.
This
Is
is
that what
out
he
of
said?
context.
All right.
This was
Let's
a
take
parody
these questions.
song.
No, we got.
This was a parody
Let's play the full song.
when
E.
I was clowning everybody
hear the full
who was
song.
wearing pink and wearing pink t-shirts.
Dizzy Van Winkle.
It sounds very
This
serious
is out of
to me.
context.
This was his first
You know what?
single.
All right.
Let's play
It's
it.
I've had
fire.
enough.
Let's go.
Put this in the mix.
This is out of context.
I'm definitely playing in the mix.
This is horrible.
Yeah, in my pink tee. What? In my pink tee. Huh? In my pink tee. Yeah, in my pink tee. What? In my pink tee. Huh? In my pink tee. Yeah, in my pink tee. What? In my pink tee. Huh? In my pink tee. Yeah, in my pink tee. What? In my pink tee. Huh? In my pink tee. I look fruity in my pink tee. Weird in my pink tee. People think that I go both ways in my pink tee. I look sweet in my pink tee. Funny in my pink tee. Got a purple thong to go along with my pink tee. No drawers with my pink tee. Look lame in my pink tee. Forget a female, I get a man with my pink tee. I look fruity in my pink tee. Weird in my pink tee. People think that I go both ways.
Charlamagne's book is in stores right now. He's joined us this morning. You have a question for Charlamagne?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. he says create opportunity for yourself or whatever. Like, in other words, don't make excuses while being black. That's how I'm taking it.
No,
So
you should read the book then. That's
I'm gonna read it most definitely.
Okay.
But that's just what I'm basing it off of the title, and in other words, kind of taking that route.
Okay.
So my question is, okay, I'm a medical assistant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been working since the age of 16 or whatever, and I live in this little town or whatever. No matter how hard I was going, it seemed like I was always being told no. So being with that fact, what I started doing for myself is I would Google names of recruiters for Kaiser Permanente, for example. And then what I would do when I would find these recruiters, whether it be through Facebook or LinkedIn, I would go, message them like, hey, I'm a medical assistant, whatever. I'm trying my hardest. I know this is awkward, et cetera, express myself to them. I ain't going to say all of them right back, but the ones that would, it was more or less likely, I'm sorry, good luck. I don't know if we'll be able to necessarily help you.
I
or
got
you
it.
Look at the application.
So the question is, you feel discouraged because people tell you no. How to not feel discouraged?
Well, in the book,
Exactly.
Well, in the book, Black Privilege Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It, I talk about how all you really need is one yes. I mean, anybody in this room, Envy, I'm probably not Angela because it's her first radio job, but you know how many ad checks I sent out over my career from the time I was doing radio in Charleston, South Carolina, to Columbia, to wherever. I sent out at least 20, 30 ad checks to program directors all across the country. Guess how many replied? 0. Okay? Period. Only one replied in Columbia, South Carolina, and that was Mike Love, and that's when I got hired. So all you need is one yes. You might get 100 no's, but all you need is one yes to change everything.
Hello, who's this?
It's Elisa.
Hey, Elisa, what's your question for Charlamagne?
Okay, so I'm in college, and my major is radio, TV broadcasting, and I just wanted to know what's the best mindset to have to overcome obstacles that may come forth and, how to get through it.
Man, you simply just gotta have faith. Like, you just gotta push through. Like, it's gonna be obstacles in any career field that you're in, period. But you gotta ask yourself, especially if it's really your passion, are you willing to go through those obstacles to get to where you want to be? Envy, was it easy for you on your way up?
No, not at all. It's still not easy. I'm still busting my ass every day like I ain't got nothing.
I tell people all the time, I've been doing radio. This will be my 19th year in radio. I started off as an intern in 1998. You know when I really started making real money in radio? The past 4 years.
I tell everybody the same thing.
The past 4 years. So, do you really love what you're doing? If you do, guess what? You're willing to fight through those obstacles.
Hello, who's this?
Herman from Miami.
Hey, what's your question for Charlamagne?
I want to know, did he add any of his little gay episodes in his book?
He did, actually. And it actually had to do with my show at Sirius.
Yeah, I did.
What happened? Tell us.
I got a nice little gay episode in there. If that's what makes you go buy the book.
What's the gay episode? Y'all gonna tell us?
I got glitter in there.
Yeah, you got to read about it.
Glitter stick.
It was a guy that Charlamagne used to go visit on the bus.
Yeah, allegedly. That was his story. And he's sticking to it. I wanted me to stick to it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Charlamagne's book is out right now. Make sure you go get it.
Yes, it's 8 principles that I learned in my life that I'm sharing with the people. It's called Black Privilege Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. And I just want to say, man, now, I'll say that for the moral of the story. Go ahead.
What?
No,
there is no moral of the story. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just want to say that now is the greatest time to create your own opportunity. We didn't have none of these tricks of the trade, none of these tools that you kids got. If you want to get into radio broadcasting, you can just start your own podcast. If you want to be a writer, you can just write a blog. If you want to be on TV, you can record yourself on YouTube. If you're an entrepreneur, you can take your product and put it up on social media and Instagram and get it popping. Now is the greatest time to create your own opportunity. Take advantage of it.
The Breakfast Club.